I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alex.
Sometimes, a boxing match isn't just about belts or records. Sometimes, it becomes something way deeper, something personal. The upcoming showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has gone beyond hype. Beyond the usual fight promotion, it's now a full-blown emotional war. And what triggered it all? Jake Paul crossed a line, so dark, so unforgivably, that even diehard fight fans were left speechless. He didn't just trash-talk Tyson's boxing skills, he dragged the memory of Tyson's late daughter into it. That's right, Jake Paul made a sickening remark about Exodus Tyson, the daughter Mike lost in 2009 in a tragic accident. When Tyson heard what Jake said, you could see it in his eyes. This was no longer a game. This was a battle of pain and payback. But before we dive deeper into this emotional chaos, let me say this: if you want the truth behind the gloves, the raw reality of boxing that others won't show, then hit that subscribe button right now. This is Boxing Pulse, and here, we don't just report boxing, we live it. Like this video, comment your thoughts, and stay with us as we uncover the realest stories in the fight game. Now let's rewind. Jake Paul has always been a noise machine, loud, cocky, always chasing clout. His obsession with fighting Tyson began months ago, and quickly turned into something manic. He kept calling him out on Twitter, taunting him in interviews, hyping himself up like he was the second coming of Ali. At first, Tyson laughed it off. He treated Jake like a clown at a circus, amusing, but harmless. But Jake didn't stop. He started saying outrageous things like, "I got an iron chin and I want to fight all the legends, including Iron Mike." Most fans thought it was delusion, pure and simple. Tyson had fought the deadliest men on the planet, trio monster. Here was this YouTuber acting like he was ready to step into that same ring. Then came the turning point. After months of taunting, Tyson finally gave Jake the answer he wanted. On April 20th, 2024, Mike Tyson said yes. The world exploded. Some fans were ecstatic, others were horrified. Legends like Oscar de la Hoya questioned the decision, saying it might damage Tyson's legacy. But icons like George Foreman stood behind Mike, tweeting, "Age is just a number when you're a legend." From that moment on, this fight went from rumor to reality. Press conferences were scheduled, tickets started selling out, and every sports network couldn't stop talking about it. At the May 1st press conference, it became clear just how real things had gotten. Jake strutted in with his usual dramatic flair, playing up the cameras and acting like a Hollywood star. But Tyson, he stood silent, calm, deadly. The kind of calm that only comes from deep pain and years of fighting demons. It wasn't just about beating Jake Paul, it was about sending a message. The footage of Tyson's training sessions hit social media, and fans were stunned. His punches were lightning fast, his movements sharp, his power untouched by time. Meanwhile, Jake kept trolling on social media, calling Tyson old and promising to shock the world. And then came the ultimate mistake. Jake made a disgusting comment about Tyson's daughter. Exodus, a child Tyson lost in the most heartbreaking way possible. Back in May 2009, Exodus was found by her older brother in a horrifying accident involving a treadmill cord. She was placed on life support but didn't make it. Tyson was in Las Vegas when it happened, and when he got to the hospital, it was already too late. That loss nearly destroyed him. He admitted to falling into deep depression, using drugs to numb the pain, and even considering suicide. In interviews, he wept as he recalled that time in his life, saying, "I did cocaine for a week. I had to get high. I couldn't handle it." The grief turned him inside out, forcing him to face demons far worse than anything in the ring. So when Jake Paul, in the name of promotion, said he would bury Tyson next to his daughter's grave, it wasn't just disrespectful, it was soul-crushingly evil. It was the lowest blow Jake could have ever thrown. This wasn't just about trash talk anymore. This was about poking the deepest wound in a father's heart. Tyson, who had mostly kept quiet, suddenly became deadly serious. In a heartbreaking interview, he said, "That's why I'm crying. Because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them, and sometimes I feel like he's still in there, and I don't want that person to come out." But now, Jake Paul may have just brought that person back, the version of Mike Tyson that the world feared. The one who didn't just fight, he devoured. The official fight announcement on June 1st, 2024. At Madison Square Garden was like something out of a movie. The energy was explosive. Fans were either thrilled or terrified. This wasn't just a sporting event anymore. It was a grudge match fueled by grief and fury. Tyson stood there calm, but his eyes said everything. Jake continued to joke around, maybe not realizing what he had done. Or maybe thinking it was just part of the show. But you could tell Tyson wasn't in this for entertainment. He was in it to unleash years of heartbreak and silence. He was in it for vengeance. And now, as we count down the days to fight night, the world is watching closely. What started as a joke has turned into a war. Jake Paul may have thought he was fighting for legacy, for attention, for headlines. But Mike Tyson, he's fighting for something far more powerful. He's fighting for his daughter, for her memory, for every tear he's ever cried in silence. So here's the real question. Will Jake Paul survive what's coming? Or has he finally stepped too far into the fire? If you made it this far, you're clearly as locked into this story as we are. So do us a favor, mash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe to Boxing Pulse, because this fight isn't just boxing, it's history, and we'll be right here, ringside, bringing you every hit, every word, and every explosive second. Stay tuned, stay sharp. This is Boxing Pulse and we're just getting started.